All right, YouTube. It's the Gaming Guy 7414. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my last video on tutorial, defensive settings for a tutorial or whatnot, everything. Just only because 2K26 when you ready to come out September or whatever. It's been so long since I actually kept up with when they normally come out. But this is my last video for our tutorials and everything and whatnot. I'm gonna still try to post some gameplay footage and everything, but this one right here, though, I'm going to give y'all some quick updates um, on some settings and everything. So first thing first, you want to go to your controller setting. Come down here to double team reaction and the help button defense. So you want to make sure you put both of these. We'll put the double team reaction on manual, so you can do that yourself, obviously. And then right here, do call for help. Because once you just tap L1, normally it'll send down that player that's closer to the person in the post. It'll send them down there to try to help and everything. 2K kind of got it bad when it comes to reacting with the double team sometimes. So sometimes you can press and hold it, or if it's not working, just try to manually press L1 and then press the icon if you're playing Xbox or PlayStation or whatnot and everything. So uh, just put both of them, put it on manual and put call for help. So another thing, we're gonna go ahead and go into the settings. So I'm gonna just get OKC since they got all lock defenders. So if you didn't know, you can actually go into the 2KU and go to scrimmage, and you can do your defensive settings right from here on this screen. You don't even have to go into the play now. You can do it right from here. So first things first. So I normally used to play on moderate, but how a lot of people have been playing on 2K. It's been a while since I've been back on, but a lot of people don't have a bag. You know, a lot of people they only can call pick and rolls the whole game. They can't. They don't know how to call plays. They don't know how to do stuff and everything. So normally what I do. So you just got to adjust depending on your opponent, depending on how he plays. I put my own ball pressure on smother now because we get players like Shea, SGA, Steph Curry's. Well, actually, SGA. I'm gonna show you exactly why I say for like smother for like SGA's and everything. It's a few people on the game that know how to dribble, but a lot of people don't know how to dribble. You know, especially if you type of player that play off ball defense or whatever, and everything. But I run this on Smother now, just for like star players. That's going to basically be the primary ball handler. Put this on Smother, and for my off ball pressure, I put it on moderate and everything. But I adjust on certain players or whatnot because it's only a few players that a lot of people that play this that are trying to send backdoor cuts. So if you don't want to get beat on the backdoor cuts, put this on moderate and just put it on certain players so you know exactly what you want to do or whatnot and what to look for. Force direction, I normally put on automatic, but I like to force mine to the middle. Baseline it's kind of cool and everything, but majority every time that you see a pick and roll get called, is majority of the time it's going to get sent to the middle. So I like mine to go to the middle because depending on the settings that you use, especially if you're using gap or anything, you can kind of collapse the floor because you got a lot of people that just want to rim run you the whole game. You don't really get a lot of people that likes to shoot. If you do got a person that likes to shoot, then you want to switch that and everything. But I like to get all my traffic to come to the middle. For on bar screen, I put that on go under. Like I said, this right here, you can adjust it because you do have some people that can shoot behind the screen. If you do got a person that can shoot behind the screen, just put this on go over. Other than that, I put it on go under and everything or whatnot, just so I can either manually do it or I can let the AI do it. But if you let the AI do it, you just got to make sure you got the best defender guarding the primary ball handler because if you don't, majority of the time the screen won't, the pick and roll won't go in your favor and everything. So it's kind of better to just do it manually, just depending on who you're using. For the on ball center, I also do go over. I mean, go under. I like to do go over sometime, and like I say, just depending on my opponents. Majority of the time, when you get to them players that got over 2,000 something wins, a lot of them players are terrible. They shoot whites and everything or whatnot. They're not using high risk at all and everything. So some of them may do should be on the screen, but a lot of them like to go for leaners. You know, they go around and pick and roll and go for the leaners and everything. So I just put it on go under, but you can put it on go over if you want to. For heads, I was doing no heads. No heads, I like the no heads and everything or whatnot. It's pretty cool, but one thing about it though, if you look at the negatives though, it do give up a lot of mid range. So a lot of people that do like to go for leaners and go behind the screen and shoot, That's the downfall about it. So I like to put that on soft heads or whatnot. So if you react quick enough, you can actually slow down the ball handler that's coming around the screen or whatnot. So just make sure you look for that and everything, and just try to adjust. If you can react quick and switch back on your center and everything. So if you stop the person from coming around that screen from the drive, and then you can react in time just to get back to the center, depending on what they do. Because a lot of people, they do a pick and fade. You just got to make sure you can read the screen correctly to where you can stop him from driving where the defender that was already guarding the primary ball handler can get back in front. They could be able to contest, and then that way you can slide back out there with your center to contest the 3 point. Because a lot of time when a person calls for pick and fade, majority of the time they don't go all the way through. Majority of the time they go and definitely kick it back out to the center or the power forward, depending on who they call the screen for. If a lot of people got SGA, majority of the time they definitely going to just run and drive to the paint because SGA is very OP on this game and everything. So it's good to do soft head. So if you got a person that likes to just rim run with like SGA, I would definitely say put him on like on a gap coverage. So like if you're gonna do on ball, I just kind of put it on gap for him and everything or whatnot, because a lot of people just rim run with him. Steph Curry, you definitely want to smother with him because a lot of people don't really use a lot of dribbles, but they definitely going to use a lot of screens and everything. And you want to go over with Steph Curry for sure. Heads, soft heads for the center. Actually, on just a regular head, uh, you can actually do catch heads if you want to and everything, or do soft heads or no heads. It just depends on who you're playing. Stay attached. I just leave that on automatic because when you put them on always, the AI, they kind of just do whatever they want to do, and it never goes as planned. Sometimes. So it just depends on the team. So I just leave it on automatic so that way. My team can just basically follow the scheme of what's already going on or whatnot. Sometimes you may have to adjust and you have to do stuff manually. So don't typically just rely on off ball, because I let you know right now, if you off ball me, I'm definitely gonna make you regret it, because I done played 2K long enough to where I know how to get around the AI. If you look at any of my other videos, I play against a lot of players that like the off ball, and I know all types of tricks and everything to get around the off ball and everything. So, my best advice to you, if you make sure you playing on ball. If you off ball, just do it to an extent, whatever you got to do to make you win. But I'm letting you know, you don't always get rewarded when you off ball. So just pay attention to that and everything. Off bar screen, I do that on go over. Post, I like behind. Some people do 3/4 stop, so you can pretty much do whatever you want to do and everything or whatever. Both of them work good for me and everything, so you could do behind or 3/4 stop. All bar screen, you can leave that on auto if you want to or whatnot. Or you can do switch all. Think about it, at least the mismatches and everything. So just pay attention to that. Pre-rotate, no. And pretty much these, you can just leave these on whatever you want and everything or whatnot. Leave it on automatic. Uh, Dribble handoff. You could put this on go over or switch, either or, whatever works for you. Me, I pretty much I read the floor, so I know what's going on. So I just pay attention to everything or whatnot. And obviously, with the transition defense, you definitely want to give up no threes or whatnot. Me, I'd rather give up a two over a three or whatnot. So if you got a player that likes to rim run, if you feel like they just basically just attacking you in the paint, then put it on transition wall up. But me, I'd rather give up a two than a three. So I put my transition back on for transition defense for no threes or whatnot. And majority of the time, every time I score a bucket, I always run back up the court with the center, because he's going to be the slowest one running up the court. So if you just mainly run up the court, you're going to save yourself some time and everything or whatnot. You may have to switch off some time and go to the power forward as well or whatnot, and make him get back just in case, because depending on the center that you're using, like if you're using like no Joker, you're using Sabonis, like a lot of these slow centers, you definitely gonna have to use like the power forward or somebody that's a little more athletic to get up that court and everything or whatnot. So that'll defeat the purpose and everything or whatnot. So with them settings right there, you should be good for sure or whatnot. I didn't even put a sub in. I'm gonna just show you a quick tutorial on how this go. So let me see if you're gonna call for a screen. So it's off ball. So if you look at that, I'm gonna replay that. So this is why I tell you, don't let the AI do everything for you, because if I didn't switch off with SGA, he definitely would have got a bucket. So let me show you this. So remember, running behind Stein. I'm gonna put this on SGA. So I switched off to Dort. All right, so I'm gonna let the play run. So they finna get ready to call an off ball screen play. So look, here we go. So if you see Lonzo, he's running. So they calling the off ball screen for the power forward. So now I'm on Jalen Williams, but now look, this is why you don't let the AI, because now look, I was still on Jalen Williams, but look, Chet already getting hit by Josh Giddey, which is crazy. I mean, they got him strong on this game for some reason. But look at all this space. If I didn't mainly switch over to SGA, more than likely he would have hit that. But I got out there in time to contest that shot and everything. So you definitely want to make sure you're switching mainly, because if you're not doing mainly, I'm telling you, majority of the time the AI gonna get you in trouble. So make sure you playing on ball and off ball defense or whatnot, and it'll definitely work out in your favor and everything. So, just pay attention to that and everything. I'm gonna just shoot this and everything. So I'm gonna give y'all one more example and everything. Hopefully they can call it pick and roll. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Hartenstein. So it probably should be a pick and roll coming eventually, but there we go, pick and roll. All right. So that right there didn't go. I wanted to. I played too far back on Hartenstein. See, I played that one wrong because went too far back with Hartenstein. So let me go ahead and get this real quick. All right, let me give you one more example. Like, especially when you're coming into 2K, you practice. If you put the Bulls up there, they would run a lot of pick and rolls. So it's very good to put the Bulls up there or whatnot. But with these settings, man, you definitely should be good to go or whatnot. So just like one thing for sure, man, just practice, man. Don't just get the game and then don't go practice and everything, man. Practice different settings, see how stuff work out for you, because a lot of times, a lot of people play different and everything or whatever. So do what works for you, and and go from there. See, I did that. I read that wrong and everything, but see, I kind of let the AI do what he's gonna do. So I'm gonna do this one more time. So I played that pretty bad. But so if you look, I think I'm on Chet, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm on Chet. So I'm gonna let the play run. See, I messed it up because when I actually switched over to Hartenstein, then I switched over to Jalen Williams, I got bumped. So that caused me to mess up the whole scheme, because if I didn't run into him, you see Hartenstein was ready to go out there to Vucevic. So look, I moved up, and see, he was finna get ready to go over there to Vucevic, but I bumped him. So now he ended up picking up to go out to Josh Giddey, and then I ran over there to help when I could have just went over to Vucevic and everything. But this is just a quick tutorial and everything. Like I said, it's my last one. Just wanted to show you all the settings that I like to use and everything. Like I said, but you also got to adjust. And another thing before I close out, sliders. You want to make sure you look at these or whatnot, because this is a game changer. So if you got a person that can shoot, I will put this help defense like on like 0 to like probably like 15. It depends or whatnot. But if you got the person that likes the rim run and pick and roll the whole game, you want to turn your help defense up, and just pretty much adjust during the game and everything or whatnot and everything. So, like I said, it all depends on your player. Like I said, make sure you playing on ball defense. My opinion, I would say on ball majority of the time more than off ball, because a few times you might have to off ball, but you're gonna have to play on ball, because I'm telling you, the AI is retarded sometimes. And no offense to anybody that may take that word serious, but like I said, man, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new. If you're not new, I appreciate the support, man. Until next time, YouTube, I'm signing out to 2K26.